The Crypto Markets Update is presented by Grayscale, the world's largest digital currency asset manager. Checking in on Bitcoin, the CoinDesk Bitcoin price XBX index is currently trading above 50,000 now, 50,082. Bitcoin up almost 5% over the past 24 hours. The CoinDesk Ether price ETX index is at 34.53. ETH is also charging ahead just above 3% for the day. And the new DFX CoinDesk's DeFi index right now at 592. DeFi advancing about 1.7% over the past 24 hours. And joining us now to discuss the crypto markets is Grant Whitlock, head of trading at UK-based crypto asset broker GlobalBlock. Hey there, Grant. So Bitcoin is breaching $50,000. Where do we go from here?
Oh, the $50,000 question. The recent rally, since last Friday hasn't been on too impressive volume. So the big thing is, can we get above this $52,500 mark, which was the recent high? If we can get over that, then hopefully we're in this second bull run that lots and lots of people have been talking about.
So, Grant, I disagree with what you said. I think this rally is really impressive given some of what's happening in the world, right? Like, for example, this massive crypto crackdown from China, or the extension of a crypto crackdown from China. I would say that Bitcoin's rally in light of that is actually rather impressive, right? What do you think are the main drivers that are bringing Bitcoin up in sort of recent days?
So what I said was the volume wasn't that impressive. The fact it's gone up. So you want to see on big moves, you want to see big volume, a convincing move. Certainly it's been an impressive move in the price action. Personally, I thought we would have been a bit more correlated. Last Thursday, the stock markets around the world didn't have a great day and crypto was pretty flat, and then obviously a great move on Friday. But maybe this is the movement, the second leg that we needed. I mean, COVID 2020, March 2020, we saw all assets drop across the world, from commodities, bonds, stocks, and crypto. That was the $3,500 low, and then from that, we went all the way to $64,000. So maybe this is the catalyst for the second last quarter run that we're hopefully going to get.
So, Grant, do you think that this is? Do you think that this lack of correlation? This is the same question I asked George earlier. Do you think that it's temporary? Do you think that it's do you think that we're going to go back to being a risk-on asset with the markets? And in terms of what we have now with prices going up and not being correlated with global equity markets, do you think that that's sort of a temporary move because of very specific issues of money trying to flee parts of the world where they're having specific problems?
I think if you get a stock market crash on a normal given day, I think you will see a retracement in the Bitcoin price. But eventually, it's the whole point was for it to be different, to be a different way of a digital money from the white paper, and it will have to decouple from the stock markets. Now, whether it then has an inverse relationship like gold, if it changes like that, time will tell.
While we're talking about macro correlations, one of the biggest topics in the U.S. right now are these fears of the U.S. defaulting on its debt for the first time. If that were to happen, do you see that as also having a massive impact on crypto markets? Or do you see that? I mean, I know it's hard to predict, but do you see that would be an example of Bitcoin moving in tandem with the stock market, or Bitcoin kind of serving as some sort of safe haven?
I mean, I think you probably get a short-term shock across everything, but eventually, this is, a global money, a reserve currency that's free from government intervention. I'd see it as a positive for Bitcoin.